Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. Also make sure you turn off the gas valve at the wall. In this video we're going to show you how to install the Maytag dryer liquid propane gas conversion kit. It's going to be very easy to do and should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the instructions, 2 LP gas rating stickers, 2 covers, a seal, and 2 orifices. The liquid propane gas conversion kit is used when you want to convert the dryer over from burning natural gas to liquid propane gas. In order to change the part, we have to take the dryer apart. First thing we're going to do is open up the door. Once you have the door open, we can use our Phillips screwdriver to take out the 2 screws that hold the door on. Once you have both screws out, you can lift up on the door and pull it out of the frame. Once you have it out, you can set it aside. On the other side of the door, we're going to take off the 2 screws and the covers. Once you have both screws off, we can pull the front panel off. To get the front panel off, we're just going to grab it right here on each side and pull out. There's a couple locking tabs that we have to release. Once you have those released, we can lift the panel off the lower mounting brackets. Once you have it off, you can set it aside. Now that we have the front panel off, we have access to the gas burner assembly. It's down here in the lower right-hand corner of the dryer. We're going to use a 5/16 socket with a ratchet to take out the screw so we can take the burner tube off the mounting bracket. Once you start to get the screw loose, you want to hold the burner tube assembly so it doesn't fall and break the igniter. Once you have the screw loose, you can reach in and just unscrew it with your hand. Once you have it out, you can push the burner towards the back of the dryer so it comes off the orifice, and we just want to turn it and set it down so that it doesn't damage the igniter. Now that we have the burner tube off, we can reach in and take the orifice off. We're going to use a 3/8" wrench to take it off. Once you have it broke free, you can usually just unscrew it with your hand. And once you have the orifice out of the valve, you can pull it out of the dryer. Now that we have the orifice out, we can remove the cover. It's located on the top of the gas valve. We're just going to take a flathead screwdriver and take it off. Once you have it unthreaded, you can pull it out of the dryer. Here's the old natural gas cover and orifice next to the new LP conversion kit. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. You want to make sure you read the instructions over. It's going to tell you everything that you need to convert this over. It'll tell you about making sure that you have proper pressure for the LP to make the dryer work. And it also tells you how to adjust the flame if you have that type of burner. Also, this kit is used on 2 different types of valves. We have the older rectangle K-type valve and our style of valve, which is the newer type, which is the M-type. If you have the older K-type, you're going to use these 3 parts. If you have the M-style, we're just going to use a new cover and a new orifice. Also, we have to make sure we use both these labels. This label goes by the door to tell the people that it's converted to LP, and this one goes down on the burner. Now we can put the LP cover on. All you have to do is carefully get it started and thread it into the gas valve. Once you have it all the way down and snug, you can grab our flathead screwdriver and tighten it down. Once you have it tight, we can put the orifice in. All you have to do is reach back and get it started in the valve. Once you have it snug, you can reach in with the 3/8" wrench and tighten it down. Now that we have the orifice in, we're going to reach in and grab the burner tube. You don't have to pull yours out, but we're going to grab ours and carefully pull it out so we can show you the LP and natural gas settings. If yours is stamped like ours, where it has the natural and the LP, all you have to do is loosen up this screw and spin it over to LP and tighten it back down. If you have the type that's not preset, you may have to do a few adjustments on yours so you get a good solid blue flame. Once you're ready, you can carefully put the burner onto the orifice. As you're bringing the burner tube back, you want to make sure that the burner tube bracket is on the back side of the gas valve bracket so the screw will tighten on properly. Then you can get the hole lined up, and we're going to start the screw with our hand, and then we can use the ratchet with the 5/16 inch socket to put in the screw. Once you have it started, you can grab your ratchet in the socket and tighten it down. Once we have the bracket tightened down, we can adjust the air shutter. We're just going to use our flathead screwdriver to loosen up the screw. You're not going to take it all the way out. You're just going to loosen it so we can turn the air shutter over to the other side. Once you have it all the way over to LP, you can hold it over there and tighten down the screw to hold it in place. Now that we have the air shutter adjusted, we can put on the LP rating labels. We're going to put this label down on the gas valve bracket. All you have to do is stick it on here so people can see it. Once you have it in place, we can put the one up by the door frame. The other LP sticker goes up here by the other rating sticker, and you want to make sure you get it on there nice and good and put in who did the change and when it was done. Now that we have the labels on, you can turn on the gas real quick and check for any leaks. Once you're sure you don't have any leaks, you can turn the gas off, and then we can put the dryer back together. In order to put the front panel on, all you have to do is set it down onto the lower brackets. Then we can lift it up, and you want to make sure that these locking tabs here go into these slots to hold the front panel on. Once you have the front panel on, we can put the screws and the covers on. We're going to use our Phillips screwdriver to put these in. Now that you have the screws and the covers on, we can mount the door on the other side. To put the door in, we're just going to line up the tabs with the openings in the frame and push the lower one in. And then we can line up the upper one and push that in. Once you have them both in, we can use the Phillips screwdriver to put the screws in. Once you have the screws tightened down, you can close the dryer door, plug it back in, turn the gas back on, and take it for a spin. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.